Yes, yes, yes. We here today, November 22nd, I believe, 2022. We in Providence, Rhode Island. We got a special guest here for our first episode, Lost But Found podcast, episode 1. Today, who we got with us? Because you don't mind giving us your name, brother, and your age.
My name's Bo Johnson. I'm 58 years old.
Bo Johnson, as in
Yep.
B-O?
B-O, yeah.
Bo Johnson. Nice name, brother. Bo, like Bo Jackson.
Yeah.
Like the great Bo Jackson. All right. Okay. You said you're 58 years old?
Yeah.
All right. Okay. I just want to say this, once again, it's the first episode for Lost But Found podcast, hosted by S. Bugs and DJ Sugar Plum. Yes. We here with our first guest, Bo Johnson. There we go. And you said you're 58 years old?
58.
All right. Where you from, Bo?
I'm from Connecticut, Woodstock, Connecticut.
That's where you was born and raised? Woodstock.
I came to Providence about 12 years ago.
About 12 years ago. Okay, so how was it like growing up with you? Like when you grew up, did you grow up with a mom and dad?
Yeah, yep.
Grew up with mom and dad?
Yep.
Okay, they was divorced, married?
No, married. I just lost my dad a couple years ago. He was on a plane coming to see me. Died in the plane.
My condolences.
They were together. I wasn't used to the city life because people seem a little meaner in the city. Where I'm from, how you doing? He was like, oh, do you know me? It's like, so I had to kind of get used to it.
And where's this from? You said Woodstock, Connecticut?
Woodstock, Connecticut.
So that's more like is that more rural? Woods?
Yeah, there's no like apartments, sidewalks, buses. There's nothing.
Did you go to elementary school there?
No, I went to private school.
You went to private school?
Yeah.
Or from what age did you go to private school?
Since I was 12 to high school.
You went to private school?
Yeah, Pomper Prep.
Oh, okay. What did you go to school for?
I went to, we did, my brothers and sisters are all with the mind. I did hand stuff. I did carpentry and automobile mechanics. And they had their own airport. I was going to do the engines for the airplanes, but then you have to post-grad for like 2 or 3 years. But
okay. Did you graduate from high school?
Yeah.
You graduated from high school?
Yeah.
What was the name of your high school?
Pomper Prep.
Oh, Pomper Prep. Okay. And you didn't play any sports?
I played football.
You played some football?
Yeah.
Okay.
In high school.
All right. And you had any siblings? Any brothers and sisters?
Yeah, I'm the oldest of 6.
The oldest of 6. And you all got the same mom and dad?
Yeah.
How many siblings are still alive?
All of them. I'm
Also,
the oldest, yeah.
You're the oldest? You have any family? Tell them where you located at right now. Where we at
I'm
right
at
now?
the shelter right now.
What state are we in?
We're in Rhode Island.
Yes, Providence, Rhode Island. Beautiful
Yep.
Providence, Rhode Island. Do you have any family here, Bo?
I have nothing here.
So my next question would be, what led you from Woodstock, Connecticut to Providence, Rhode Island?
My girl used to manage some subways there, and they ripped her off on a check, $140, so she robbed all their safes. And she ran from the law, came here, so I quit my job. I was in the Masons Union 16 years and came here with her.
Okay, so this is your ex-girlfriend?
Yeah, well, we're still good friends now.
Oh, you're still good friends?
Yeah.
And she's from Providence, Rhode Island?
No, she's from Connecticut, where I'm from.
Oh, okay, and then let me get this correct, she had gotten in some trouble where you was from?
Yeah.
And she kind of went on a lam?
No, she wanted to move down here because her aunt was here.
Okay, her aunt was
I
in
loved her. She mothered my kids. I raised my kids, my 2 daughters, by myself till they were 7.
Till they were 7.
And then I met her, and she mothered my kids. So I just didn't want to leave her by herself, you know.
All right. So all right. Let me go back a little bit because you said you got kids as well. Okay. So, all right. So after high school, when you graduated high school, what did you do after graduation? Like, what was your plan? What was next for Bo?
Well, I went to, I wanted to build houses because that's what the housing industry was bad. So I got my heavy equipment operator license and I drove a crane for Frito-Lay. And back then they paid $18.10 an hour, and that was a lot of money back then.
What year was this? You would think
83.
83? Yeah, that was good. That was good money.
The minimum wage back then was $6.25.
$6.25. And what did you do for like fun growing up in your neighborhood? What did you?
We 4-wheelers.
Okay.
Fishing, boating.
Oh, all right.
Stuff like that.
You grew up doing those activities? People are paying for those activities now.
Yeah,
that's
it's nice out there. When I take someone to the city there, go to the 4-wheelers, my nephews and brothers just got gun ranges there.
Okay.
We shoot the guns. It's nice,
So you became, you said earlier you said you was homeless, bro.
Yeah.
What age did you leave your parents' home?
When I was 18. They gave me the house that we grew up in.
They gave you the home?
Yeah.
Your parents are still with us on Earth, or they passed?
No, my dad passed away.
Oh, yeah, I remember you said your dad. How about your mom?
My mom's still there.
Your mom is still here? And she lives in Connecticut?
No, she's in Florida.
She's in
just
Florida?
sold her house to come up. Because I got pancreatic cancer now.
Who has pancreatic cancer?
I do.
So
I don't
man.
know how much longer I got. So she sold her house to come up here. And when I get up my probation in January, I'm going to go there and my brother's guest house so I can die with my family.
I hope some changes. You said probation, but you had gotten in trouble with the law?
Yeah.
Okay. When did you start? When did you said you was working when you got out of high school?
Yeah.
Right, started working. You said, did you meet your girlfriend then? The
We were always best friends growing up.
Oh, you knew her growing up?
Yeah, because we had a farm, a dairy farm. So
Wow.
she used to come to the farm because she's always in love with me. And I used to be like, Mom, you always make that boogie nose kid name, because she was kind of a little pain in the butt, But as I grew up, she was really good to my kids, and my kids loved her. So I had to move in with us.
So you said kids. All right, now you said this is like y'all knew this girlfriend. You knew her for quite some time.
Yeah.
So where would your children's mother come into play? If,
she left the kids with me. They didn't want nothing to do with the kids.
No, I mean, like, if you already had this girlfriend that you grew up with, where did this children's mother?
Well,
where did
was
you?
just my friend.
Okay, your children's mother.
Growing up. And my best friend. And then when I had one kid, they left her with me. The parents said, no, we want to. My mom's like, all right, we'll help you, show you how to take care of her.
Okay.
All right. Then we got back together, had a second kid.
Wow.
Then she just ditched.
So how many kids do you have?
2.
And they from the same woman?
Yeah.
Okay, where's the mother of your children at?
Who knows? She didn't want nothing. She never sent a card, nothing to me.
Wow.
She came for their sweet 16th birthday to Alicia's, and I wasn't having that.
And this the mother of your children, she grew up in Woodstock?
No, she grew up in Thompson,
Okay.
It's a safe town.
So how old would your children be about now?
Well, one's 39, one's 37.
Do they know the condition that you have pancreatic cancer?
Yeah. They want me to go through radiation and chemo and all that.
Okay. And how about your siblings? Any of them? Where they all? Do you know where
They're
all
all
your
in
siblings?
Connecticut.
They're all in Connecticut.
They all have houses in the same.
Okay. And if you don't mind me asking, you said you became homeless, right?
Yeah.
When you became homeless, was it on the account of anything that you may have been doing in your personal life?
Nope. I dabble in things, but I've always paid my rent. I've always done things, but it was a blue house over there, and somebody didn't pay their rent, didn't want to pay it, so they called the code inspector. The code inspector gave us 3 months to get out. So they said, don't pay any rent. They're doing it illegally. So they board the house up. I was sleeping in a tent in the graveyard, right there.
Wow. Well, I heard you said earlier that you was on probation. When was the first time? When and what did you first get in trouble with the law for?
I smashed this dude's windows in his car. He was sitting in the car.
That was your first time ever in trouble with the law?
Yeah.
And what year was this?
Felony probation. It was about four years ago.
And that was your first time ever in trouble with the law?
Yeah.
And
I got in Connecticut. I had a couple charges, assault
on Connecticut. What year was the first time you ever had a brush with the law, and where was that? What
when
year?
I was 22.
Oh, all right, 22. And that was in Woodstock, Connecticut.
Yeah.
You don't mind telling us what happened?
State police over there. I got assault on a state car.
Oh, how did that whole thing happen? If you remember?
I used to race at Thompson Speedway, and I used to drive my race cars, and they used to chase me. So we didn't get along. And one time he tried to hit me over the head with a billy club, I kicked him in the nuts and the fight was on.
One police officer, or was you
Just
like?
one.
was
Where,
one?
where I live, there's just state police. It's just one comes up, you know what I mean?
Okay.
The second time, the second one, two years after that, I got in a fight where they gave me 3 years for that.
So you got in trouble with the law with, well, I guess your charge would be what, assault on an officer?
Yeah, felony assault on a police officer.
Wow. And what did they give you for that first charge?
I got away with it.
You got,
Because he tried to hit me over the head. You can't go over with the club in Connecticut. You got to hit him like this or hit him.
Oh.
You can't. Yeah.
They
Police
didn't know-
not
can I-
allowed to do that.
what? Just on a way he used the weapon?
Yep.
Wow. So you was able to beat that charge?
Yep.
Okay. And did you ever do any prison time in Connecticut?
Yeah. I did the 3 years.
And what if you don't mind, what prison? What was the name of the
I
prison?
went to Summers.
That's in Connecticut?
Yeah, Somerset.
Summers State Prison?
Yeah. And I
Okay.
got in a fight with a corrections officer.
And you got to fight with a correctional?
Yeah.
Oh. All right. So what landed you in Summers? What landed you in that prison?
Because when I was in the, it's kind of like an intake. That's where I got in a fight with corrections. So they put me in level 5 where all the people, murderers are and stuff like that.
What landed you in that? What landed you for that?
For
For
the
that?
assault on police officer.
Oh, that was the second
The
time.
second one, yeah.
Oh, you don't get along with officers too well, huh, boy?
I do, but
Some of them get on your nerves, huh?
yeah.
All right. So that one you wasn't able to beat.
No.
And you did some time. You did 3 years
Yeah.
for that. Okay. And then you came home. You did the 3 years.
Yeah.
You came on. What's next for Bo after getting out of prison?
Well, I got out, and then I started doing some concrete work, laying floors and stuff.
Okay.
And then the industry went, and my buddy took me in, his father. He goes, listen, I'll show you masonry, stonemason. So I started working for him, doing stonemason. And then my buddy says, work for us. I got $1 million plan coming up. His name's Dexter. If you look up Dexter Masonry, they're very prominent
Wow.
where I
Okay.
live.
All right.
And I started working for him, became an apprentice. I was there 16 years, man.
Wow.
Yeah, I cashed in all my gratuity. 96 grand I had in gratuity. I got 48 for it because cashing it early. Yeah.
And okay, it seems like all right. It seems like you got a good head on your shoulders, and you're good with your hands. You got to have good hands with your shoulders as well as that. You seem like you come from a good family.
Yeah.
You seem like a nice person to me. Can you get a little more detailed of why you could tell us the beginning of, I would have to say, a downfall because you.
All right, my girl, I got in a fight and I went to intake. It was for a little simple assault. She cheated on me, and we were together a very long time, 25 years. And she told me about it. If she would have never told me, I wouldn't have found out. But she felt she had to tell me. She goes, oh, we can go to counseling. I said, no, you got to go. Because if you don't go, you're going to wonder if I'm getting you back. If you're 20 minutes late, I'm going to wonder, and I'm not doing that.
Got you.
We'll never be friends. So we split up, and then like a part of me was gone, man. I was broken, and I just never fixed myself. Started doing drugs, drinking, hanging around here, and I used to be Big Bo. I'll show you a picture.
Okay. Let's check.
4
Let's see it,
and a half
Bo.
years ago, they used to call me Big Bo. And
Okay.
now I'm just Bo.
Okay. So, So this ex-girlfriend of yours, is she still around that she was with for 25 years?
No, she's in Kentucky, but we talk to each other. We're still friends and everything.
Okay.
Yeah, she's awesome, girl.
Okay. All right.
That was me 4.5 years ago.
That's 4.5 years ago.
Yeah, 18 1/4 inch arms. I was big.
Yeah, you look good, brother. Look
I
good.
quit working out. I quit eating right. Started doing drugs, drinking,
If you don't mind me asking, what kind of drugs would you
sniffing cocaine, and then I started smoking it.
Okay. You know what year you started doing cocaine?
That was about almost 5 years ago.
Oh, you didn't start in like the
Yeah.
80s.
Because and I'm so grateful now that I'm dying that I put my kids, my oldest daughter, she's an oral surgeon. My youngest daughter, she's an architect. She does buildings and stuff.
Wow.
And I sold the house that we had, and then I got the condo. I mean, I did everything right until I moved here and started screwing up. I'm so grateful that I didn't do it back then. You know, so this way my kids got a lot more.
Right. They was able. They was able to.
Yeah.
They wasn't able to be affected. They was able to grow and not be affected
Yeah,
by where you are.
yeah.
I got it. I got it.
None of
Wow,
my family
man.
knows about this life. But me.
Wow. So, Bo, I have to ask: when you was a younger man and growing up in Woodstock, did you ever try cigarettes or
I
alcohol?
never smoked cigarettes, none. I drank like maybe twice a year.
So you wasn't a young male out in the streets getting high.
No. I just drove a lot of fast cars because I, raced at the speedway.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we grew up like, I had, a nice horse. My parents got me a nice horse, chestnut thoroughbred.
So what did your mom and dad, are they Americans or are they immigrants, or did they come to this country and make a living?
My family's been here from Scotland since 1902.
From Scotland?
Yeah.
Wow. So you're Scottish. Both of your parents are Scottish?
Yeah.
It's nice, nice. I heard Scotland is a nice place. You ever been there?
No.
Never been to Scotland.
My grandmother's from Ireland.
Your grandmother's from Ireland, the Fighting Irish.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But my sister went to Ireland, and then went to Scotland. And she said it was nice. My little niece went to Sweden, and she had to stay there because of COVID.
Because of COVID.
Nobody goes, and nobody leaves and comes. So she got stuck there for a year. But now she's going to college to be a dentist, like my older daughter. You don't have to pay for college there.
Now, Bo, this is our first interview. Lost but found. It's our first episode. You're our first interviewee, Bo. I have a question here. If you could answer it if you want. It's kind of hitting me a little bit right now. Did the doctors give you a time limit on life?
Yeah, they said first it was 2 to 3 years, and then it was 18 months.
Mm-hmm.
Then it said if I got maybe a year to 16 months left, and if I do the chemo, they want me to do chemo and radiation at the same time. And because pancreatic, you die. That's just it,
Right.
And
it's a tough cancer.
There's no remissions and shit.
Right.
But it might buy me another year, 18 months if I do it. But then again, it might kill me quicker.
You never know.
So I got a decision to make.
If you don't mind me, I don't know how I don't really know. Like, I don't know what to say. Like, how does that make you feel? Like, knowing, like, I don't know. Like, I'm trying to understand.
I'm good with it though, because I had a good life. I don't have to sit with regrets. Like the stuff I'm doing now didn't affect my growing up, my brothers and especially my children. So I have no regrets, man. So I can die in peace.
Hallelujah.
Say, I never knew my son. I haven't talked to my daughter in so long. That would really tear me up.
Right.
I'm just a grateful man for that. I got goosebumps.
This is a good man right here. I'm saying that. This is a good man right here. I have to say it's a pleasure to meet you, Bo. It's a pleasure to meet you. And I don't know if there's anything else you would like to say, Bo.
Just remember, when things are so far down, the only way to look is up.
Hallelujah. And you're hearing that from a man that you should listen to. He has something to say. If you listen to this interview, you're going to see that this man has been through a lot, and he's still grateful. That right there, I mean, there's so many people can learn from that. I mean, that's a huge jewel this man is just showing and expressing to everyone right now. On that note, I wish you the best. I wish whatever our Father grants, another 2 years tonight, whoever may be, that you go in peace, and I see you on the right side, Bo, because I believe you're a good brother.
Just remember, if you took another breath, God ain't done with you yet.
Hallelujah. Hallelujah. Let me give this man a handshake here. Hallelujah. Let me turn this around. Hold up. Let me turn this around. Oh, man. All right.
Because it's a video.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, because of the video. Yeah, you're right. Yep. All right. Well, yeah, see, he's teaching me. Yeah. All right, brother. Have a good one. Peace.